Yo, what's up, Aries? Welcome to your monthly forecast for the month of July 2016. Aries, home and family are going to be the main focuses of your life throughout the month of July 2016. And the reason for that is because the sun is going to be transiting the sign of Cancer until July 22nd. And Cancer is your fourth house. That has to do with your home and your family situation. So for the majority of the month of July, you're just going to feel like relaxing at home. You're going to maybe even want to have people come to your home instead of like you going out somewhere. Maybe you're going to want to have people over and have company where you live. On July 22nd, the sun is going to shift into Leo. And Leo is your fifth house. And the fifth house has to do with having fun. It has to do with romance. It has to do with creativity. And if you have children in your life, it also has to do with your children. So there's going to be a shift in the focus there for the majority of the month of July, Aries. You're just going to want to relax at home, spend time with your home and your family, and then after July 22nd, the sun's going to shift into Leo. The focus is going to be more about romance, having fun, and if you're a creative Aries, more about creativity. But those are the main themes for the month of July for you, Aries. Now I'm going to talk about some more specific major astrological events that are set to occur for July 2016 and what they mean for you. Right off the bat, on July 3rd, the sun in Cancer, that fourth house area for you, that area of home and family, is making a positive angle to Neptune, which is in Pisces. And Pisces is your 12th house. And the 12th house has to do with things coming to a completion, things coming to a completion, things coming to a finalization, and it even has to do with closure. So if there's been some sort of outstanding family or home and family issue that's been going on for a while, Aries, this is going to help you get some closure with that. And this is a positive aspect, so you're going to feel some relief with this. It sounds like there's just been something that's frustrating you regarding home and family. And now on July 3rd, you're going to finally start to feel some relief or whatever this is. On July 4th, there's a new moon in the sign of Cancer. And Cancer, once again, being your fourth house, that area of home and family. So like I say every single time, the new moons are like a trigger. They set off all these new events regarding wherever they happen for the following 6 months. So after July 4th, the 6 months that follow July 4th, you can expect all these new developments regarding your home and your family situation. Aries, are you going to be moving somewhere? Is someone moving in? Is someone new entering your family? Are you going through a home renovation? These are all possibilities when you have a new moon in the area of in your fourth house, which is the area of home and family. So look out for news developments regarding home and family after July 4th. On July 6th, there's the planet Venus, which is the planet of love, is in Cancer, and that's once again your fourth house of your home and your family situation. And it's actually making a positive angle to Mars, the planet of power and passion, which is in Scorpio. And Scorpio is your 8th house, and your 8th house has to do with your shared resources. It has to do with your shared finances, and it even has to do with your sex life. So on July 6th, it sounds like something really positive happening between your love life and your sex life, and it's happening in your home. And if that's not specifically the case, like I said, this has to do with your shared resources. It has to do with your shared finances. So maybe now there's somebody who's a romantic interest who's living with you, and now you're thinking about combining your resources, or if you haven't yet, this may be someone that you would anticipate on doing so in the future. Maybe you're going to be splitting a mortgage cost, or maybe you're going to be splitting rent. But those are the types of things that you can look for after July 6th. On July 7th, Mercury, the planet of communication in Cancer, that fourth house of home and family for you, is actually making a challenging aspect to Pluto. And Pluto is in your 10th house, and that has to do with your career situation. So on July 7th, it looks like you're going to be having some issues between your home and your family situation and your career life, your professional life. It sounds like maybe you're having a tough time on July 7th with something that's happening in your career or your profession, and maybe you're coming home and all of a sudden now you're communicating it to your family and it's causing tension. Either that, or it's just the day that you want to be at home with your family, and work is your career and profession is inhibiting you from doing so. So watch out for that on July 7th. On July 12th, Venus, the planet of love, enters Leo, and Leo is your 5th house. And the 5th house, once again, has to do with your romantic situation, has to do with having fun. It has to do with creative endeavors. And if you have children, it has to do with children. So all these things are you're going to be, like, Venus is the planet of love, so you're really going to be feeling the love After July 12th, in all the areas that I just mentioned, and Venus transits Leo from July 12th until August 5th. So during that time, you're really going to be feeling the love when it comes to having fun. If you're single or you're coupled up, when it comes to romance, you're really going to be feeling the love in your romantic situation. If you have a creative project you're working on, this is really going to help that. And like I said, if you have children, this is really going to bring the love when it comes to spending time with your children. You're going to have some great moments with your children during this time. On July 16th, Mercury, the planet of communication, in Leo, that 5th house area for you, the area that has to do with romance, the area that has to do with having fun, creativity, and children, is making a conjunction with Venus, the planet of love. So if you look at this aspect from a romantic standpoint, if you're an Aries that's single, this may be a day that you want to ask somebody out, because Mercury is the planet of communication and it's in your 5th house of romance. So if you're single, you may want to communicate to someone that you like them. If you are an Aries that is coupled up, this is just going to be you communicating things to your significant other or love interest, and they're really going to be enjoying them. If you are an Aries that's a creative person, this is a great day for a creative project. If you're an Aries that has children, this is a great day to spend with your children. On July 19th, there's a full moon in the sign of Capricorn, and Capricorn is your 10th house of your career and your profession, and full moons bring changes. So sometimes they bring up developments, sometimes they bring shakeups, and sometimes they bring both. It's like sometimes a shakeup is necessary in order to have a development, but not all the time. But you can expect after July 19th, Aries, something regarding your career is set to change on the horizon. So if things have been going good with your career, then you can expect things to get even better. If maybe things have been not so good, a little bit shaky, a little bit rocky, expect some sort of change to happen so that things can get better. See, these shakeups happen not to make you frustrated or irritated. I mean, maybe that's how you might feel initially, but changes happen so that things can be better moving down the pike. So look out for that regarding your career situation, July 19th and following that event. On July 20th, Venus, the planet of love, is in that 5th house area for you. And it's in Leo. Leo is your 5th house, and it's making a positive angle to Saturn, which is in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is your 9th house, and the 9th house has to do with faraway travel. It has to do with people who are from far away. And it even has to do with spirituality. So Venus is the planet of love, and it's in Leo, that 5th house, which has to do with your romantic situation, and it's making this positive angle regard to Sagittarius, which is your 9th house, that has to do with faraway travel. So it sounds like July 20th, maybe this is a time where you're either on a trip going far away with a romantic interest, or you're going to be going far away sometime soon with a romantic interest, or maybe even just got back somewhere far away with a romantic interest. Or if that's not the case, maybe you are where you are, but you're interacting with someone who's far away and it's a romantic interest. Or it could be like a spiritual person, and it could be any type of spirituality. I mean, who knows? Maybe it could be someone who's into organized religion, or if not, maybe they're into an alternative subject such as astrology. But you can expect a romantic interaction on July 20th or around that date with someone in the areas that I just mentioned. On July 27th, Mercury, the planet of communication, is in Leo. Once again, Leo being that 5th house of romance, having fun, creativity, and it's making a positive angle to Uranus, the planet of the unexpected. And Uranus is in Aries. So Uranus is in your sign. So if you look at this from a perspective of romance, it sounds like you could because Mercury is the planet of communication and it's in that area of romance for you, and Uranus is the planet of unexpected and it's in your sign. It sounds like you could communicate something unexpectedly, and it's something romantic. You could be communicating that to a love interest or a significant other, or even if you're single, all of a sudden you might just tell someone that you like them. So you can expect something surprising regarding romance on July 27th. Or it could, like I said, this 5th house area, Leo, also has to do with creativity. Maybe there's some kind of spontaneous creative epiphany that you're having on this day. Or it has to do with your children. Maybe you're surprising your children. Like I said, this fifth house area also has to do with your children. So maybe you're communicating some sort of surprise to your children on July 27th. These are all different scenarios that could take place. On July 29th, Uranus, the planet of the unexpected, in your sign, Aries, is going retrograde. So that's when, retrograde is when everyone thinks the planet's going backwards. It's not really going backwards, but it looks like it is. But what does it mean? Uranus is going to be going retrograde in your sign, Aries, and it starts retrograding on July 29th, and it's going to retrograde all the way until December 29th. So this is quite a process. And so what does this mean for you, Aries? When planets go retrograde, they shake off old habits and old processes. So think about whatever habits about you, Aries, that you have. I mean, there's going to be certain things about you that you're going to they're just going to start like eliminating themselves from you. So if you've always expected yourself to be a certain way, expect old, outdated processes regarding yourself, Aries, to begin. They're going to start being shaken off. And this is quite an extensive process. So this is going to be happening from July 29th all the way up until December 29th. So that's quite an extensive process, Aries, but I think that's all I have for you this month. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'm also on Instagram as Gregory Furlan Official, and I'm on Facebook as Gregory Furlan, so feel free to give a like and follow me on Instagram, and I'll see you guys next month. Thank you for watching. Take care.